Hello guys, it's Planners, and for today's episode I'm gonna bring you a couple of engagements with my catalyst trying to engage some kiting tackle, the importance of having the right ammo in your hybrids, and also an engagement with a normal Taekwondo stabber with your frigate, since stabbers are actually pretty good killing small tackle. I was running around on my catalyst and I see this wolf. I actually had the time to check the battle clinic starts for this pilot and actually to check the guns of the wolf, and it's an Arty Wolf, and also the pilot tends to fly this ship quite a lot, so he's probably gonna know what he's doing. The whole success of the engagement really comes down to how fast I can get a scram on him. Right now the Arty Wolf is approaching me, but as you can check on the overview, the velocity and the radial velocity, he's manually piloting, so he's making a wide orbit around me, and I'm waiting for him to get somewhat close in order to overload my micro drive and try to get him. Here we go. I'm actually not doing a good job because I should be trying to cut his orbit more. I should be aligning way more to my left. I try to also manually pilot now, but it's too late. And he also realizes he started to overload. His speed is way bigger than mine now. He tackles me, I'm pretty much dead. Also, my reflexes are pretty much the ones of a zombie with a bullet in the head. I should be trying to shake him, but no, I just got lucky. I realized this disruptor went off. He's also burning away from point range really, so he's making a mistake there, and I'm lucky and I bail out. So there is no doubt that my performance there was really bad, and the only reason I survived was not due to my skills, but due to the mistake of the wolf pilot. He probably double clicked the warp disruptor mod, so the warp disruptor activated, cycled red, and deactivated, allowing me to escape. Anyway, I went back to station, I repaired, I undocked, and I see that the wolf pilot was there waiting for me. Okay, if there is something I learned in the first round, is that I cannot be playing kiting games with him. I will not win. So I actually undocked and warped to a celestial that is easy for him to identify and see if he follows me. Okay, so I decided to warp to the abandoned mining colony that there is in local. I warped in at 0. Therefore, I can already immediately align to the station. I'm putting a short range on my scanner, see if he's coming. Okay, nice. He's landing. I already know the direction he's coming in because I warped in at 0. Time to overload my cop drive, time to chase him, target him. Let's see if I can get him. He's starting to gain some speed. Okay, he's gone. I cannot catch him anymore. Not only that, the rats are aggressing me. It was not a good idea to come to this site. Okay, I make a U-turn like 180 degrees away from the wolf. The wolf is going so fast because he's overloading also. He is going so fast that he actually loses point on me, and I warp off. Round 2, I did a bit better, but not good enough. He's still alive. Okay, I have to, of course, get back to the station again, repair, and when I dock, the wolf is there yet one more time. I think it's time for round number 3. For round number 3, I also use the same tactic, but this time instead of going to the abandoned mining colony where I get a crap load of rats on my tail, I actually warp to the sun, and I warp to the sun at 50. Okay, this time the wolf comes out of warp, Uh, 20 kilometers away from me. That's very good news for me. So let's try to get the Scram, and I've got the Scram on him. It's time to just brawl him down. He's still making a lot of damage, but fortunately, with no tank, the wolf goes down quite fast. The whole point of this engagement here in the blog is really to show that sometimes you got to force them people to fight on your terms, and this wolf was being a bit too aggressive, and he actually put himself in danger two times because warping to celestials or jumping through gates are always risk elements to the kiting ship. In the next engagement, I'm also on a catalyst, and there is a Thrasher and a Jaguar also running around, trying to. I think everybody's trying to get the most info on each other before engaging. The Jaguar, however, was always too far away. He never tried to engage either of us. He always maintained his distance. So after a while, I decided to go after the Thresher and see what happens. I already had looked into the guns of the Thresher, and it's a autocannon Thresher, 200mm autocannon Thresher, not an Arty. Once I get close, it starts to gain up some speed. I can understand it does not want to get scrammed in close range of a catalyst. I start aggressing him as soon as I get within 10k, and I try to get a scrambler, but he's making it a good job pulling some distance, so I overload my micro drive, hoping to get him a bit off guard. I need to get that scram real fast. I'm actually applying very good damage considering I'm at 12k away. Okay, I get a scram on him. He also manages to get a scram on me at the same time. So we definitely had both our scrams overloaded. For some reason his scram goes off. I activate my micro drive in order to approach him a bit more, and he's about to go down. This fight was indeed the perfect opportunity to show how good null ammo is on a ship like a Catalyst, and really exemplifies why I always use null ammo as default. This Thresher was indeed a shield Thresher. He had a medium shield extender, so although it seems that we have made the same damage on top of each other, I'm really ahead on DPS race at this point. Afterwards was just a matter of managing to get the scrambler and finishing the ship. In this next engagement I actually started to record a bit late, but it started up with me and these Algos both on tacticals around the gate, and instead of chasing each other far away from the gate and 200 kilometers away from each other, I just warp down to the bubble, hoping he will follow nearby. You will notice there is a wreck near the Algos, and I actually anticipated he will warp down to the wreck. This way he could be close to me, but not too close. I'm already starting to micro drive towards the Algos with the micro drive overloaded. I have to make sure he cannot escape. Though it is honestly a chance because I'm overloading and it's still 40 kilometers away. It's a bit too far away, but we'll see how it develops. I'm actually on a good approach and going fast. He's taking out his drones. He starts to orbit me to my right. This is bad. I need to manually orbit. Get a scram almost 11k. Is just outside my range, and he's gone. Okay, I realize I need to bail out. I I start aligning out, but I stressed out my micro drive too much. He's pointing me too far away. More importantly, he actually manages to maintain a point on me and I'm defeated. So, yeah, back in my pot again. The most important part of this fight comes down to this particular moment, where he's just outside my scram range. Had I managed to scram him here, the outcome would have been different. I realized that I stressed out my micro drive too much. I started overloading too soon. I had to burn more than 40 kilometers with micro drives overloaded, and when I man micro drives burn out so really fast. Also, the Algos is very agile. They have links on this system, but with some better piloting on my part, I should have been able to change the outcome of this particular engagement. In this next video, I'm gonna show the importance of the right ammo for the right situation, and that's easier said than done. I've stated several times that in my hybrids, in my catalyst, I like to have null ammo by default, but of course there are exceptions. I had been toying around with this Taranis for some time, and I managed to figure out he was fitted with afterburner, scram, web, and an armor repair. I also noticed that he likes to get under your guns, so get very close, and shoot with antimatter. If I engage with null ammo, there is a chance I will lose. And my priority here is to get the most tracking out of my guns, so I change it to Federation Navy Antimatter or Caldari Navy Antimatter, um, therefore gaining very good tracking to my hybrids at close range. With the proper ammo loaded, I jumped through the gate where the Taranis had already jumped a few seconds earlier, and let's see what happens. Once the grid loads, I pick an alignment point, always important to pick a good alignment point. Overload my mods, my code drive towards the alignment point, okay. Taranis is coming for me. I'm actually faster than the Taranis, so I need to slow down, so I deactivate my code drive. But the Taranis is also not very eager to get within close range all that fast. He's making a wide orbit on me. Well, anyway, it's the perfect chance to kill off his drones. It's some DPS I'm able to shove off from my back before he gets with his guns close to me. And there he comes. Times are shooting him. I'm scrammed, webbed as expected. Time to activate my ancillary booster. I actually click to approach him. I want to make sure he does not goes off range from my guns. And he melts. He's starting to get an orbit on me, but he melts. Even with the new armor wrapper saving 50% of his armor, it becomes really hard to withstand the damage a destroyer can put out. Um, I know that these engagements seemed a bit too easy for the Cormorant, but in order to assure the victory, choices had to be made, and ammo right here was mandatory. Maybe with null I could have still won the battle, but I have my very good doubts. Better just use the best tool for the best situation, if of course you gather enough intel for that. The objective of this last engagement is actually to show the importance of getting some intel about your foe before engaging, before just going and press F1. And this applies especially when your enemy is being aggressive, because you know he's not going to run at the first chance. You can toy a bit with him and decide on how you're going to set the terms for the engagement. Right here we got a Tech Stabber. I'm flying my Harpy, and my neighbor, the blue that you see on the screen, is actually on a Dragoon. So I'm talking to my mate, and well, the first impulse we get is to just warp down to the bubble and try to kill the stabber. I mean, two versus one, you should not have. We should not have a problem. As we warp down to the bubble, the stabber realizes he might be in trouble and warps off. So, damn, we lost the opportunity to get him outnumbered and both at the same time. So he made a good move there. Um, right now, we don't know what to do. We wait a bit, see what develops, and the stabber goes to the gate. Okay, I don't fancy burning to the gate 100 kilometers, especially when there is a stabber that's a mini vagabond these days. So I go to a ping and prepare to go back to the gate. I try to gather some intel, see how old is the tune, and there we go. Now, the most important feature on a stabber, for me at least, especially when I'm flying a frigate, it's to know if he has newts. If he has newts, my RP is going to be in big trouble. If he does not has newts, I should be able to solo, even though I have a friend. Okay, he has missiles, he has no newts, you can see the turrets there on the missiles. He also has 220mm autocannons. Uh, well, okay, this is good intel. I'm gonna jump out, I'm not going to start to chase him. He's counting on that, so I'm not gonna play that game. I jump out. Oh, other side. Okay, Algos and Jaguar. I did not expect that, but I'm not gonna worry about with him. I just burn back to the cage real fast. Jaguar trying to aggress me. I'm just gonna ignore him for now. I think they're just camping the gate. They should not provide an interference. Okay, back to the engagement. What's happening? Stabber 80 away, 2400 meters per second. Yeah, I'm not going to chase him right now. I join the fleet with my mate. We need to be on the same fleet in order to provide fast backup. And we're back to wait a bit, see what the stabber does. Just chasing the stabber on frigates is a big mistake. He will probably be faster than us and be able to shoot us at 20 kilometers even. So, okay, he's in the bubble, so my plan is to go to a ping or to the bubble and then make like a short burst to scram him, but not a long race. A long race without a scram on him will surely get me killed. Oops, he's actually warping. He's warping really, really close to me. He seems to have a tactical real close to me. Okay, it's time to go for him. Overload my cop drive, approach him as fast as possible, and get a scram on him real fast before he has time to develop some speed. Okay, he scrammed. Time to get a tight orbit on him. My friend is already warping in, and right now I think it's pretty much over for him. Even though we are outnumbering the stabber, the truth is that with this particular fit, I could easily solo him. He has no newts, and the missiles do not provide any extra real damage against me. Also, his guns are pretty much missing or doing very little damage. So the whole objective is to actually make a wake-up call to all the people that like to use stabbers or ruptures, and the wake-up call is fit newts. If you put like two small newts or even one small newt, you have a real big advantage against frigates. And in this particular engagement, he could easily newt me out with a couple cycles and make range on me. He would not be such a sitting duck, so to speak. Also, I was very lucky for him to have a safe spot near mine. It's rare, but it happens, and it allowed me to catch the stabber with a short burst of speed instead of a long race. So that was very lucky on my part, really. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Next episode I already have the footage and I should be focusing on Shield Arbitrator. Okay, see you next time guys, hope you enjoyed.